Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today we're going to be doing a wants and wish list. So we have 10 to 11 makeup items that just have recently came out, and we're going to be discussing them. Whether it's bad, good, the ugly, the bad, the ugly, the pure...
the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah. If it's that, then you guys will know. If you guys like seeing these videos, please let us know down below, and let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first palette we're going to talk about is the Lorac Pro Artistry. It is literally just a big rainbow palette. That's all it is. And I'm really sick of seeing these rainbow palettes. James Charles has one, Wet n Wild has one. God only knows how many other brands have them.
Probably most for specific formulations, I would think. I think it's pretty. I don't foresee myself buying it because I'm not a makeup artist. I wouldn't use something like this, but for someone who is in the industry, this could be invaluable.
But have you ever tried Lorac Formula?
No, I keep going back and forth on buying the Pro 2 palette, but I haven't tried. I've swatched, but
I've actually been going back and forth with like the romantic one.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that would be really pretty, but I just never bit the bullet.
Okay, so the next is the Becca Holiday Collection palette. That kind of looks like, the powders kind of look like they have seashells pressed into them. It's kind of pretty, but it's like a very nice neutral palette.
Yeah, it really is.
I like it.
I love everyday neutrals. You know, I love my cool tone everyday cool tone neutrals. I'm sure you do, but I'm like, how many more neutral palettes do we need? I mean, as much as I love them, like, I'm kind of sick of them. But, like, I'm sick of, like, the neutral, like, everyday kind of nude palettes. I want to see something different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe everyday blush tones. Because blush tones could look natural on anyone because you wear blush.
Mm-hmm.
I would think. So I'm just kind of sick of it. I've never tried Becca Formula, so I have no idea whether it'd be good or not, or if they half-ass it during the holiday collection.
And next is the BH Holiday Collection. I don't know what the name is, but it's really pretty. It's neutrals with like pops of blues and pinks.
I really thought that palette was pretty.
I really like it.
I honestly will probably not be using those blue shades. I'd probably, if I can figure out how to pop the pan out, I would. Because I just don't wear those kinds of colors, and I think they kind of look foolish on me.
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
But I already have a blue that I don't use that often. XO Cosmetics, or XO Beauty.
XO?
Yeah, XO Beauty's Heaps of Sweets palette.
That palette looks so pretty. I love Shan XO. She is gorgeous. She's so talented. I love her. I love that palette. I know it kind of reminds me of her original palette, because I know that she had like that mustard shade. It looked like she had that burgundy shade and the purple shade in her original one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I will still get it because I'm just like, I like her that much. And I know that she's very particular, and like, I think she just overall has a good eye for color. And that palette I've never seen anywhere. You know what I mean? I haven't seen stuff like that because they're just like the colors, the way they are. They're so different. So I feel like that would be something really nice to bring into the collection.
No idea what this is. The screenshot you sent me doesn't have.
I think it's like some Violet Voss palette we saw. Oh, that's so
Oh yeah, that is the Violet Voss palette.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the name of it, but it's
like a warm palette.
It's got a lot of warm tones in it. Again, I wouldn't purchase this. I have all these colors, if not like more than like similar in my collection already. I don't see the need to spend the money on it. It looks really pretty. I like the swatches.
If I was ever in a mood for a warm tone palette, I don't think this would even be it. It's just those yellows, those golds, they're too dark for my skin tone. The only like warm tone palette I can see myself getting into is the Tartelette Toasted or the Tartelette in Bloom, because those are kind of neutral / leaning towards warm, at least on my skin tone. But the Tartelette Toasted, at least I can make it work because it's like lighter shades of orange. Now, if this full-on, like, bam-in-your-face orange, like macaroni and cheese or hot Cheeto, like, there's no way. And that's kind of what the palette reminds me of, hot Cheetos. And I don't want hot Cheetos on my eyes.
The next one I chose is the ColourPop Bye Bye Birdie palette, which I would not purchase at all, but
really?
I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Wouldn't use it, but I love it. It's so beautiful, so pretty.
So, like, if I owned it, you know, then you come over and you'd use it then, but you wouldn't even buy it?
No.
Oh.
It's just nice to look at, but I wouldn't want to use it.
I probably would buy it. I just like how, like, the burgundies and that really beautiful fuchsia.
So this is the palette you're talking about when you say you want more, like, blush pinks. Similar to this palette.
No, yeah.
Because there are, like, 3-4 blush pinks in there.
Yes and no.
Okay.
But, like, I want some of those colors in there. But not all of it. I do like those colors. I don't think I'd wear, like, blush, like, those kinds of tones every day. Just imagine, like, a blush palette and a little bit more wearable as, like, eyeshadow every day.
Okay. Speaking of blush, the next object we have is the last one, the second to last one that I chose, and it's the new face kit from Jouer. I'm not so certain of the name, but oh my god, it's beautiful. I love it. I'm obsessed. I want it so badly. Some of the blushes are a little dark. I can make it work.
Yeah, you can use it as eyeshadow.
I will make it work.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it. It is so beautiful. Jouer products, especially Jouer powders, are usually so good. So I'm in it. I'm in it to win it.
I just don't like. I think that would be perfect in a collection. Like, you have every single shade you need. You can just take it to go. That's why I like that. But I don't like how they're in diamonds.
Ugh.
Diamonds. Yeah, I don't like how they're in, like, diamond and then, like, an actual diamond. I would prefer it, honestly, in, like...
I think it's cute. You can still get a good sized brush in there.
Yeah.
I think it's nice.
I haven't seen in person to maybe be the judge of that. But I'm up for the traditional, just square packaging or circle packaging. I don't need no fancy crap of hexagons and diamonds. Like, I don't mean it. Yes, it's pretty to look at, but realistically, I want to make sure my brush fits in it, and it's like when you're panning it, you want to make sure you get everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm just very, like, OCD about it. I just don't like that it's in, like, diamond forms. It just bothers me.
Finally, last product we're talking about is the Carly Bible palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills.
Before we get into that, what do you think about them releasing so many eyeshadow palettes, like, just like lightning?
I mean, I feel like Robbie Christie summed it up perfectly in her video that it's a lot for the market to consume. I feel like none of the palettes truly got the time they deserved, and they're such great creators with Carly Bible, Jackie Aina.
Yeah,
but it's so much coming out at once, and that the market is just saturated. And it's not just ABH. Like, we could look at ColourPop too.
Holy
ColourPop
crap.
has a new launch like every Friday. We could look at multiple other brands as well.
Like, literally, the Smoke Show palette released, and then all of a sudden, like, the Bye Bye Birdie released. I'm like,
Bye Bye Birdie releases this Friday.
I think the reason why they do that, like, they're doing one collection of all the monotones, and then they do another collection of other. So I kind of see why they do it like that.
But still, that's so much.
That's too free.
So much.
Like, I can see them releasing 2 palettes, like, a month. Like, one for the monotone, if they want to continue to do that, and one for, like, those kinds of shadows. But not once a week.
It's a lot.
Unless I do a taupe palette, then, like, let's
lot.
hurry it up. I'm waiting. My wallet's open. Come on, take it. As soon as Jackie Aina got her palette out, I feel like they walked on top of her. They, like, walked all over her, and Norvina just pushed out her product.
Yeah, Norvina's came out, like, what, 2 weeks later, if that?
And I felt like that
and then Carly Bibles came out the week after that.
That almost, to me, that felt really disgusting. I felt bad for Jackie Aina because she works so hard on it. I know that she's so particular with colors because she wants to make sure.
She did such a good job. It's not on this list, but that palette is gorgeous. I would buy that. I'd buy it so fast. I'd buy it so fast. It's a beautiful palette.
I just feel like they walked right on top of her. They didn't give her the time of day. And I know that she was very thorough on it. And I know that she spent a lot of time on it. And this wasn't like a cash wrap or whatever. She did this because she wanted a palette for the darker skinned people who can't find colors that fit on them, you know? And I feel like that didn't get the time it deserved. Like, 3 months. You know, 3 to 4 months of just her palette. I just feel like it was rude.
I feel like at least a month should have been.
I feel a month.
Because now you know that they're going to start coming out with the Christmas collections and the holiday collections, and then everybody's going to ride their dick off to New Year's.
Yeah.
And New Year's, it'll be like, oh, look at all these glitter palettes. And then once that happens, it'll be stagnant till like Valentine's Day.
Yeah, then they'll have
So in that time period, you could have released the Norvina palette. You could have released Jackie's palette, waited a little bit, and then released Carly's palette. Great. Do your holiday collection. Do your glitter stuff you'll do for New Year's, and then release the Norvina.
The Norvina would have been the Norvina one would be perfect on Valentine's Day. Because that to me looks like a Valentine's Day romantic palette.
Which volume are we on?
One.
Okay.
Because I can see that, and then maybe towards spring and summer, 2 and 3. I just feel like they screwed her over.
They're just rolling out launches. And I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing, because
Yeah.
it means that your brand is in demand and things like that.
I just feel like for the creators...
But for the creators, I feel like there should have been more time spent.
They're screwing them over.
I feel like there should have been more time spent on Carly's and Jackie's. I don't think they should have launched that soon.
And honestly, I feel like that was a slap in the face. Like, I felt insulted because they did that to Jackie. Because I love watching Jackie Aina.
She's so... every time she uploads...
I'm like, Jackie. I love it. And I really, like, it put a bad taste in Anastasia. In my... They have, like, a bad connotation because of what they did to her.
I think they're going to have to... I think they're going to realize one of these days that they can't keep doing launches like this, because then it just like...
It's going to be another subculture event eventually.
No, I'm thinking that that people will be like, oh, well, I want this palette, I want this palette, I want this palette. Well, from Anastasia, they just all launched this month, but I only have money for one. Or I only have this much money. Or they're going to start going other places. Maybe like dupes for the palettes when those come out cheaper.
Yeah, when Makeup Revolution hops on that bandwagon.
Yeah.
Especially if they find out that that's in demand, they'll make a dupe.
Yeah. So I think it's all gonna come to a screeching halt soon, especially because so many creators are being like, hey,
screwed over.
Not screwed over, but there's so many launches that are happening that it's hard to keep up. Multiple people in the community are starting to talk about how hard it is and how draining it is to keep up with all these launches. Especially eyeshadow palettes. Those are just launching left, right, and center.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna slow down here, hopefully within the new year.
Hopefully. I still really do believe that she did get screwed over. Her and Carly Bible. Well, it seems like she has more time on hers, from what it seems like. But I still feel like Jackie Aina got screwed over. Just because she didn't have enough time. And
she had like a week or two, yeah.
Yeah, to herself, to enjoy it, because partnering with ABH, that's a big deal. I think the only other person they collaborated with was Amrezy, and I have no idea who that woman is. I just know that there's a highlighter that's amazing, but that's it. I don't know who the person is.
So speaking of Carly Bible, thoughts on the palette?
I wouldn't buy it.
I wouldn't either. It's very pretty, but again, my thing is, let's see, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 14 shades in this palette. I feel like I have all of them in my collection already. It's a beautiful palette, and it'd be really handy to have them all in one spot, but like, I'm not adverse to bringing 2 or 3 palettes when I travel.
I am. But I only do it to test things out. That's the only reason why I bring like 2 to 3, 4 palettes at a time. But I don't think... It's going to sound really mean. I don't think it's pretty. I think... It just doesn't scream Carly Bible to me. And I've watched her channel for a while. It's just like the palette she did with BH Cosmetics. That seemed more Carly Bible than this does. So I hope you guys do enjoy that video. I had a lot of fun discussing and spilling the tea on all these makeup releases. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.